What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at the Covert X Cosaint DVC line. So this is a project that has been trickling out over time. It's a series of 3 guns, and they're basically resurrections to the old DVC series from STI. And I think it's very cool because Covert Projects teamed up with Cosaint Arms, which is really the perfect pairing because you have all the high-speed coolness of Covert and teamed up with Cosaint Arms to build the pistols. And it just so happens that Greg, who runs Cosaint Arms, was the president of STI at the time that they originally developed the DVC. So it makes total sense. That was before my time. I missed all those guns. So having a chance to get new pistols in hand that are essentially the same gun is very cool for me. So the very first one to come out was the 3.5 inch. So what I like about this gun the most is that it is a full-size grip. That is something I prefer. Those short little C-size grips are not my preference. And then this one also has 3 inline ports on the top and SRO, and then I'm running the Modlite PL350C on this particular gun. Other than that, this is basically the same aesthetic they'll all have. So as I mentioned, this one came out first, followed by the 5-inch variant. This is a extremely flat shooting gun. And I do have a video, a full feature video on these 2 guns, and I'll link to that down in the description. But this also, you know, the same thing carried through, same aesthetic, same dragon scale texture. And what I didn't mention this on the 3.5, but they deleted the grip safety. Thank goodness on that. And then this one has 6 inline ports on the top. And when I say this is flat, I call this my plate rack gun because you can just seemingly just drag it across those plates and mow those things down. This thing is a really, really fun gun to shoot. It's fast and it's flat. And then the third installment is what we're really focused on today, and that is the DVC Legacy 5-inch ported and comped. So this has 4 inline ports on the top and a compensator, and then set up otherwise the same. This is a very cool gun. This may be even flatter than the 5-inch. So let's get out on the range and run this thing and get some initial impressions on the ported and comped 5-inch DVC Legacy. .272.
Dang, dude.
.269, dude.
Nice.
Oh, 239. That was that far off, dude. All right, guys, so this thing has been running fantastic, and it is flatter than the 5-inch just ported pistol, which is hard to believe. But running that plate rack, it blows my mind how flat and fast this gun is. Let's see how it does on other stuff, such as a bill drill. That one was clean at a 177. Clean at a 183. Out of rounds for a 144.
Nice.
Record. Oh man, I had a just total trigger freeze, threw one high. 193, so not good. That was clean at a 181. 188. It's weird when some feel faster than others, but hey, they're all in. Oh, a little trigger freeze. 184. What?
That's awesome.
So weird. One low, 184 again. Okay guys, now that was absolutely impressive to run bill drills with a gun I've never shot before, and I'm not gonna say it was easy, but it made it very doable, I'll put it that way. And I actually had time to think about my mechanics during the bill drill, which I normally don't have. It's usually something I digest after the fact. This, I was cognizant that as I was shooting, I was thinking about what I was doing and making adjustments. And this is an impressive gun, I'll say that. And in fact, it may be one of like 2 or 3 of the flattest guns that I own. It definitely overtook the other 5-inch DVC Legacy, and this is just an extremely fun, fast, flat pistol. All right guys, we're running a drill called 1 to 5, so we're at the 7-yard line. 3 USPSA targets, and you start left to right, 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots. So total of 15, you're transitioning between all 3 targets every iteration. And you'll get what I mean when you see it. All right, 444. I think I threw a couple though. So that's clean, 2 Charlies, 1 Charlie. So it would be hit factor here. That wasn't a good run. That's a 15.5.
That's not bad at all.
All right, let's see if we can clean it up. .439. That's clean, dude. Yeah, that's clean. So 439 clean. 15, so that's a 17 flat.
Yeah.
All right guys, we're gonna run this one more time. I'm gonna really try to push speed and beat a 17, because that's pretty high. So, or it is for me. And let's see what we can do. .418, so slower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 444. What was the last one? Might have been a 439.
I think so, yeah.
439, so that was a 418 with 1 Charlie, 2 Charlies. So 2 Charlies, but 418. Hit factor does some weird stuff. So that is a 16.9. So awful close, but the clean 439 is the fastest. So I'll take that if I could find my marker. 418, 16.9. So not, and good, rightly so, because sometimes hit factor will do some weird stuff. It's like, oh, 418 is faster, and outperform seemingly the accuracy, which I always find dubious, but hey, it's a combo of the two. They've got to figure it out. So yeah, that second run, I'm happy with that. This needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but I like the 418. So something to work on. Stay tuned for that. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, that is the 3rd installment from Covert and Cosaint Arms, bringing back the DVC series. So we are focused on the Covert X Cosaint DVC Legacy, the 5-inch Compton portagun today. And I had an absolute blast shooting this gun. This thing rips. It's super fast, super flat. Killed it on the plate rack, and maybe my best time ever on the plate rack. Did great on bill drills, and then it also really kicked butt on the 1 to 5 or 1 to 5, whatever the name of that drill is. I just started doing it, but it definitely got my highest time, I believe, with 17 hit factor. That's high for me. So this gun performed beautifully, but something I maybe don't stress enough is just how fun the gun is to shoot. It's absolutely a blast. Had a riot shooting this thing, and that goes for all these guns. I mean, I'm partial to the full size gun, so both the 5-inch pistols are more my jam. 3.5, there's definitely a market in the guy that loves that, so if that's for you, they're out there waiting for you. There's not a lot of 3.5-inch ported pistols out there with full-size grips. But speaking of the grip, eventually I would love it if somebody came out with a Dragon Scale aluminum grip. I think that would be amazing on this gun, but I'm partial to metal grips. And then that's really about it. I don't think you can get much better than this, so I don't know, but I would doubt there's gonna be a 4th pistol in the DVC Legacy series, because I don't know what you'd do to top this one. That's really, I think, as good as you can get. But anyway, so that's the 3 guns. They're super cool, and you know where to find them if you're interested. So please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective, and I'll catch you next time.